Hi fellas! Welcome back with me, Mutiara. So, today I will be your private tutor. Today we will talk about modals. So, do you know what are modals? Modals are helping verbs or an auxiliary. So you need to put verb after the modals. Then, what the function of modals? So the function of modals are to express ability, permission, obligation, advice, possibility, and the last one is promise. There are many kinds of modals, but today we will talk about can, could, may, might, must, and have to, shall and should, and we have will and would. Let's start with can and could. The first one starts with can. Can express ability or present or general ability. Can means able to for a present or general ability. The example like, I can speak English. My brother can play piano very well. Then permission. Can is also used to ask for or give permission in informal situation. Example like, can I sit here? You can leave me now. And then possibility. Can is also used to express possibility. The example, it can get very cold here in the winter. Accident can happen in many times. And then number 2, let's move to could. Could also can express ability in the past form or ability in the past, like when I was younger, I could run very fast. My grandmother could cook a delicious traditional food. And permission in a polite. Could is used to ask for a permission politely or formally. Could I borrow your pen? Could I ask you a question? And possibility could express a possibility but not a certainty. The example like, it could rain later. They could win the game if they play very well. Now let's move to may and might. Let's talk about may first. May can also express a permission used to give a permission in formal. The example like, may I ask a question? May we take a photo here? Possibility. May is used to express possibility or neutral. The example like, it may rain tomorrow. The teacher may give us a quiz next week. They may come late because of the traffic. Let's move to the might. Possibility or weaker possibility might express a lower possibility than may. So, may here, might here. The example like, it might snow this weekend. They might visit us during the holidays. So the comparison is, she may come is a neutral possibility, but she might come is a lower possibility. So might is under stage of may. So and then permission. Might can also be used to ask for a permission and very politely, usually in a formal situation. The example like, may I offer you some advice? May I speak with the manager? The number 3 we have must and have to. Must can be used to strong obligation or necessity, express a very strong obligation. The example like, you must submit your assignment Friday. You must wear a helmet when riding a motorcycle. And then must can also use to logical deduction, also used for a logical conclusion. The example like, she must be tired. She has been working all day. They must be very hungry. They haven't eaten since this morning. And then we move to have to. Have to can use to external obligation or necessity. Have to express obligation that comes from rulers or external circumstance. The example like, students have to wear uniforms. Employees have to attend the weekly meeting. And then in negative form, don't have to means not necessary. The example like, you don't have to come if you don't want to. We don't have to finish the project today. We still have a week. She doesn't have to cook tonight because we order takeout. Then move to shall and should. Let's move to shall first. Shall can offer a suggestion. Used to offer or give suggestion formally. The example like, shall I open the window? Shall we go for a walk? Shall I help you with your homework? And then can also be a future action informal. Shall is also used for a premises or future action in a formal way. The example like, you shall receive your certificate next week. The winner shall be announced tomorrow. And then asking for advice or opinion, shall is used to ask for opinions. The example like, shall I call him now? Shall we wait for her? And then move to should. Should can use to advise or recommendation. Should is used to give advice or recommendation. The example like, you should study harder. You should drink more water. He should apologize to her. And mild obligation or expectation. Should is also used to express a mild obligation or expectation. Example like, we should arrive on time. The bus should be here soon. And then should can also verbality or logical guess. Used to express logical guesses. The example, she should be home by now. The test should take about 1 hour. And then let's move to will and would. Will can use for future action or even in the future. The example, I will help you. She will start her new job next month. They will arrive at 5 p.m. And would can also request or offer or for a polite way. The example like, I will make some coffee. Will you help me with this project? And then will also can use for habitual action, formal or literally. In a formal other language to express habitual action. The example, every morning he will go for a walk. The old clock will strike every night. Then move to would. Would can also use for polite request. The example like, would you mind opening the window? Would you help me with this task? And then would can also use for polite offers. To politely offer something like, would you like some tea? Would you like to join us for a dinner? And would can use for past habit. The example like, when I was a child, I would often play in the garden. He would always read a story before bed. And the last one, would can also use in a conditional sentence to express imaginary situation. The example like, if I had time, I would visit you. If I won the lottery, I would buy a new house. And do you know how to use modals? The how to use modal is simple like subject, modals, and a verb. If in a negative, you can use subject, modals, not, and the verbs. What about interrogative way? You can use modal first, subject, verb, and the object. It's as simple as it. I am as your tutor. I want to say thank you very much for joining my class. By the way, I will drop a barcode here so you can access it to try answer some worksheet. So thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.